Hello, this is Ginny Brant with Unleash Your God-Given Healing with Lifestyle Changes. Today we're going to look at 6 ways to lower your exposure to glyphosate and other pesticides. There's been a huge increase in the use of the herbicide called glyphosate since the 1970s. First introduced in 1974, the use of this controversial herbicide has increased 100-fold since then. In a previous video called 6 Things You Must Know About Glyphosate, we learned much about glyphosate, and that video will be referenced in the show notes below, so give it a look. According to a 2022 CDC study, glyphosate is now found in 75% of rainfall, 75% of our air, and close to 80% of Americans, as measured by urine samples, including children, have detectable traces of glyphosate in their urine. This, in and of itself, has concerned many scientists and many doctors. And remember that these chemical companies in the previous video we learned claimed it would not build up in the soils or in our bodies. Well, it has, especially in this gal's body, but I'm just a case study. Although the research is mixed on what actual harms this may do or may not do to our bodies, many people, including me, are going to great lengths to lower their exposures to this toxic chemical as well as other pesticides. So here are 6 ways to lower your exposure to glyphosate. And I said lower or reduce, not eliminate. There's no such thing as perfection here. Number 1, avoid living near where glyphosate is applied to crops. I know this is hard, but I've had many a cancer patient tell me that their oncologist informed them this was a risk factor for their cancer. These folks can remember seeing these mechanical things that, distribute the glyphosate and crop duster planes daily and thought nothing about the effects on their body. This is something we now have to think about. And then there's the issue with these chemicals getting into well water. I befriended a mother who was the 4th person in her family to be diagnosed with cancer in 4 years at my cancer center in Chicago. This prompted the health department to investigate. And what did they find? High levels of pesticides in their well water, stemming from farms which were all around them. So if you live in a farm area, have your well water checked. You may need to add water filtration in addition to what you've already got to protect yourself, and reverse osmosis would probably be the recommendation of most water specialists. But then again, nothing can stop you from breathing these chemicals as the wind blows. And of all things, don't spray your yard with glyphosate. When high levels were found in my body, we stopped using Roundup. Number 2, avoid eating genetically modified organisms. These crops and any animal products such as milk, meat, and eggs where the animals are fed GMO foods. We'll learn in the next video these foods are heavily sprayed with or contain high levels of glyphosate. So let's look at a list of foods most commonly associated with high glyphosate residue. Rolled oats, the non-organic ones, and instant oatmeal. Wheat, which is in addition to just being grown in glyphosate, is sprayed or soaked in glyphosate before harvesting to dry or desiccate the wheat. Not a good idea. Barley, rye, corn, especially, again, GMO corn. And then there's corn-based products such as cornmeal, which I now buy organic and grind my own to retain the nutrients. Cornflakes, corn syrup, which is found in many products today. Just start reading labels and you'll see. Popcorn, I love popcorn. Instead, I buy this organic. And then many processed and packaged foods contain a lot of these items, including infant cereal. Now, rice usually has a lower extent, but it can have some. And then there's legumes, such as soybeans, especially GMO soybeans, lentils, chickpeas, peas, and dried beans. Instead, again, I buy these organic in bulk. And here is the bag, made in the USA with the organic label at a good price at Costco. But keep in mind, it's not going to be perfect because of farms spraying nearby. Now, there are products which contain glyphosate indirectly, as we mentioned, these animal products. Think about this. You are what you eats. If you eat a chicken that has been fed GMO feed, which contains high pesticide residue, then some of that is going to be passed on to you. The same goes for milk products and eggs. How about beverages? Of course, clean water is always the best thing to drink. Look at beer and wine. What is beer made from? Wheat and barley, among other things. What is wine made from? Grapes, which again are heavily pesticided crops. So both have high pesticide residue. Now, if these drinks were made from organic products, such as organic barley or wheat and organic grapes, would it make a difference? Well, I can only tell you that I believe it would. I've been wondering about this for several years, ever since the American Cancer Society changed their stance from recommending moderation with alcohol to total abstinence. After so many years, I'm kept wondering, what caused them to make this change? Just wondering if it's the pesticide residue that's having an impact on these beverages. Maybe one day we'll find out for sure. Number 3, look for glyphosate residue-free certifications. I believe more and more companies will be testing and giving these so we as consumers can know. Number 4, if you don't buy organic produce, because you can't get everything organic, wash the produce thoroughly and peel the skins off. It's no secret that pesticide residue tends to collect mainly in the peel or the rind. This is why I'm not concerned about buying watermelons that are not organic. And when I do choose to use the peel of a lemon in a recipe, I want that lemon to be organic. Number 5, include fiber, what we call prebiotics, and probiotic foods such as yogurt and sauerkraut, and citrus pectin in your diet. The fiber and the probiotics are needed to restore beneficial gut bacteria, which are killed off by glyphosate. The citrus pectin is a detox binder which helps to remove glyphosate from the body. And last but not least, practice daily detox. We know that toxins are all around us and we can't avoid all of them, but we can do simple things that help our bodies to detox on a daily basis. These are such as using a sauna several times a week, like the Scandinavians do. Drinking lots of clean water and daily exercise and sweating. We must never forget that our skin is our largest detox organ, and it helps us to remove toxins from our system through sweat. Maybe one day glyphosate will be discontinued in our country, as is happening in other countries. But until then, we must, as I say, be the sheriff to protect our own bodies and our homes, and especially to protect our children, our most valuable possession. I realize that farming without pesticides, let's be honest, it is difficult. But wouldn't it be great if someone could invent some herbicide that was not so toxic? Herbicides that don't have links to cancer, gut disruption, inflammation, reduced neurotransmitter production, and so many diseases. All this is something to consider. I hope this has been helpful information for you so that you can be the sheriff in your family to protect yourself as well as your entire family. I do hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share it, and click the notification bell so you will know when I post new information. Until next time, here's to keeping your body healthy and your immune system working as God intended by lowering your exposure to glyphosate as well as other herbicides and pesticides. And may God bless.